She's a mom of 3, and she's also a racing world record holder. I'm here with Hot Rod Allie, and you climbed in the car for me. Thank you, Allie.
Yes.
Tell me how all this started, you racing.
Well, a couple years ago, my dad and brother had decided after years and years they wanted to try to, give it a go at the salt, out at the Bonneville Salt Flats. Built this car. My brother went out and broke a record, which again, unheard of, but they totally just knocked it out of the park. I went out to support my brother, watched him the next morning because he had to back up the record. He had to do it again. And when I was out there, it was just the coolest thing to watch him and to just be a part of that whole thing. And so I said, "Hey, Dad, I might want to do that. Do you think I could try?" And he looked at me like, "Really?" Like, he was totally excited. He's like, "Next month, let's do it." And
So Dad's excited. Did your brother go, "No, not doing that"?
No, my brother was like, "Hey, go for it. I dare you, come try to beat me," kind of thing. It was, it was cute. It was a brother-sister kind of.
So you get in the car, and what happens?
I actually broke his record. So I don't know what he was thinking at that point, but
was he smiling?
He tried to smile, and I'm not sure what he was. No, he really was.
But then you have to do it again to prove that you can do it.
They actually put your car in impound for that night, and then the next morning you have to go right back out and prove to them that it wasn't some fluke, and do it all over again. And that was hard.
And you did it.
I did.
How fast did you go?
The very first record we were going after, the old record had been 106, and my record currently is set at 124.
What happens to your body, to the car, when you're going that fast?
That fast back then, I thought, this is the coolest thing ever. And I was just thinking, faster, faster, faster. But I didn't really realize what was to come as I kept speeding up and increasing speeds, because that was its max speed at that point, was 124. But then they decided to put a turbo on it. And
you went how fast?
That one we got up to about 160 with the turbo, and that started getting a little freakier. But then again, we had a second car. We've gotten it up to 175.
Is it a facelift in the car? Like, does it just pull everything back?
At 175, it was like, I like chiropractic adjustments, and I have never had one that good, because the wind and the helmet, it's all trying to come right off of your body at that speed, and with no windshield or no deflection, really. I've always loved speed, and I knew that I loved speed, but I never wanted to get tickets. I didn't want to have to pay any fines, so I always obeyed. But deep down, I knew it was in there, and this is just the avenue to get it out.
As a female, I mean, you showed me the record books. I saw your name right there. How many women are around you?
There's really not that many. I don't know the exact number, but I do know that there's not that many.
How's that make you feel?
I think that's an exciting thing, and it's so much fun, and I know for a fact that we will get to the 200 mile an hour, and there's a club special for that, and there's very few women in that. So that's my next goal.
I want you to be in that club.
I know.
I want you to do it.
I totally want to be in that club.
So the fastest you've gone is?
175.
So you have to go 25 miles an hour faster. How are you going to do that?
And that doesn't sound like a lot.
It does sound like a lot to me, actually.
I do now know that it's exponential at that point. The way we're going to get there is changing the boost a little bit, and if we can't do it in the second car, they have a third car in the works that will probably be pushing over 1,000 horsepower.
Will you do this before your brother does?
That's the hope. But maybe I'll have him test it out first, tell me, see how it's going.
So when are the races so people can watch?
We will be out there. Speed Week is actually in August 10th, and then we'll be back out there in September for World of Speed. October is the World Finals.
You have to go out and watch Hot Rod Allie, mom of 3. I absolutely love it. You're going fast in this car.
Yes, thank you.
Well, she may be the only one that can fit in here. Do you see how tight it is?
It is small.
Allie, so fun to meet you. Can you rev it up for us when we're done?
I don't know.
Take it for a spin?
Yeah.
We'll ask your brother.
We actually did take it for a spin one day. Not wise with the Centerville police.
Yeah,
they did not like us.
This stays on the salt.
Yeah, there's not very many places you can practice.
Cool stuff.
Yes,
Thanks, Allie.
Thank you.